Hey y'all, it's me again, Joey. We're going to look into another long hive today and see how it looks. Hopefully it's as good as the other two that we looked at. Y'all ready? Let's get started. Okay. I got a big ant bed under this one. Hope I don't step in it. It's actually a little wider than the box is. We'll start right here in the middle. I just remember one of these being small. Maybe I was thinking about the one that actually died out. But I was thinking there's another one. We got a few bees right in here. Not a lot. But let's back up and see where they're at. Right there. That's gonna be frame 4. About 18, frame 18, somewhere in there. Go ahead and shake them down in there. And I need to get to this one to get a frame out of the way. We'll start right here. We gotta back this up a little bit. There we go. Boy, they got all this stuff stuck. All right, I'm gonna put an X on the first empty, or last year's new. They got so much propolis on these ends. All right, a little honey there. I'll probably end up using some of this honey somewhere. Honey there. This is like stores left over. Some of that looks like it's good enough to actually take if I wanted to. And I put it good use either way. Because I fed sugar water last fall and I don't want to eat it, consume any of that myself or give to anybody else. There we go. That looks a little older. That'll make a lot of good food for when I go to make nukes and stuff. More honey. So that's half here. Yeah, that was a half. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and basically a half. Keep the light out of there best I can. Alright, we're getting to, this is about frame 12 from the front right here. Another honey. Not a lot of bees back here in the honey area, are they? I guess it's enough to guard it. Oh, that's some dark honey. That's an old frame too. If you notice, there's not as much propolis all over the top of these frames. They're on the ends, but not as much on the top as the other long hives that we did. It's because it's deeper. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's a good 3/8 there. It's one of them just got where we fixed it. Put a little shim on it. Another dark honey. I tell you, it may be time to take the bottom, uncover the screen down there. Now, look at there. Ooh, I'll be right back. Only one of those passed the Hive 2 test. It was able to fly off. Man, that's some old honey. Old foundation, this one. Need to start getting into some brood. You see, this may be, I've had a couple of genetics that seem like they late getting started. They don't have as much brood as everybody else, but they catch up. I don't know if this is one of those queens or not. Kind of an ugly frame. A few hive beetles running around. I may need to get me a couple of good brood frames and put in here and give it to them. especially when I'm going to take some of theirs away from them for food later. Let me turn this around and look. That's a foundations one, and there's no brood, no kind of brood in those cells. Got pollen and nectar in there though. Excuse me, girls. I hope we see a little brood in here somewhere. Let me push this on out of the way. That queen's gonna be right in there. Right in here somewhere. Pretty good sheet right there. This side over here has got tiny larvae in there. I don't see anything over here. Okay, have y'all seen the queen anywhere? That's eggs right there. They're leaning a little bit, so they might have got put in there yesterday. I didn't see her. All right. I've got to take, I don't have to, but we're kind of planning on, got a field day at a fella's place, and he asked me to bring one along Hive if I could. So as long as he's got a way to unload it, I can probably pick it up with my tractor and load it. It's another foundation, this one. Let me hold it up. All right, here's the queen. Oh, they got it right there. Far enough. They probably got brood all the way up to this side right here. Usually this is a food frame. All right, we're gonna close it up. I don't have a drone frame with me, but I'd like to give them another one. I don't know if they need one or not. What y'all think? They'll probably make the room, but I'd like to give them something a little cleaner looking in there. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let's see if I can get this in here. We'll give them one of these. See if they'll draw a little bit. That way I can cull a couple of these old broods out. Well, I'm sorry I got y'all so upset. I'm going to tighten this up from this direction, if my box will let me. I like to leave that gap there. There we go. Alright, let's cover them up. Alright, here we go. Y'all move, I'm gonna close you up. Move. We'll start flush and see where we have to go. Alright, y'all, let me have it. Now the best way to close this up, if you got a bunch of bees piled on there, you kind of scissor it down. Y'all gonna get trapped. See how they ran back in there. Well, this is 4. Now somewhere here I need to tighten up again, just in case. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to really make some room in here. Or they gonna run out. I really want a lot of that honey in nuke boxes for food. Alright, let me make another gap here and just kind of tighten them up a little more. I see an old comb back here, probably just got pushed out of the way. See what it looks like. I do that sometimes when I got one I want them to empty out. I'll slide it to the back and they'll move it all up to the nest. I'm going to pull that one. That's 5. Push all these down. Here's another one I think I can call. pull it out. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave them both. That one felt sticky. Let me feel that other one. It don't feel sticky, so I'm gonna leave it alone. All right. This one could have went back here. Duh. That's a plastic frame right there. I set this one right by it. I had two sitting out there and I forgot about the one I pulled. That's far enough back, y'all. I'm not gonna worry about trying to find one to put in there. All right, 6. All right, good enough. Don't step in the ant bed. Ain't or ant. Depends on where you're from, huh? Alright, we're good. I will be making some more room for them. They're gonna need it. Alright, y'all. That's it for this one. They look real good. A lot of honey, got plenty of food, and got a good bit of brood starting to build up there. Real good. I am going to bring at least one old empty brood comb and put in the middle to give room to kind of expand that brood nest. Maybe they'll even move some of the honey that's in those older ones, but I kind of want to cull a couple of them older ones, and I may just push them out, and I might even push them all the way to this end and see if they'll use that up, or just pull them out and use them for food for newts too, and take them out later, something like that. But I talked to my uncle that lives close by me here. I don't have any red maples close by that I can see from here, but he has some next to his property line, wood line in his yard, and he says that the red maple actually has buds on it now, just getting ready to pop open. So when that gets started, we'll kind of kick in gear around here, waiting on that to happen. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. We'll see y'all on the next one.